Hello, amazing people, and welcome to this webinar. I'm super excited to have you here this night. My name, of course, is Joshua Mba, and I wouldn't want to waste a lot of your time, so we are going to get straight into it, and I want you to give me your full attention. Those of us who will join later on, they'll probably get a special grace to really maybe watch the playback, but I can't guarantee that right now. But for you that is here right now, I want you to make sure you pay close attention to what we are going to learn. Tonight's webinar, I'm going to teach you extensively organic traffic sources for building hot lists, right? And I'm going to focus on a system, a framework that the 3 world best lead generation experts have already put up together. So we are actually going to learn what is working from the world experts, the entire world, the world experts, people that have done this big time and they've been able to document their process. So I went ahead to study their process, learned it, applied it, saw results, and I've taught it to my inner circle, and they have been using it to get a good result for their businesses. And now I'm about to share this exact thing with you for literally free of charge. Of course, it's free because Serlzo is paying me to do this for you guys. Serlzo is paying me. So a big shout out to Serlzo for organizing this webinar and of course for taking care of all of the expenses. But now that you've totally been able to get access to this information for literally zero fee, I want you to grab the best of it and make sure you apply it in your business and see the best of the results. Whether you have a business or not, of course, you know how to do this for yourself. First of all, of course, remove all distractions. Very important. All distractions should be completely removed because you're about to get into something super exciting and you will like this. Now let's get in. Who is this webinar for? Who is this webinar for? This webinar is for 3 kind of people. Okay. And yes, of course, the 3 people that this webinar is meant for is number 1. It's meant for anyone who wants to make money selling anything. No matter your business, whether you sell wig on Instagram, whether you sell an affiliate course, whether you're into real estate, whether you have your own service that you're selling and you just basically close clients for your service-based business, then this webinar is for you. As far as you have a product that you sell, anything at all, or you are about to get started selling, or you have intention of selling something one time in your life, then this webinar is for you. All right, but there are 3 categories of people who are probably watching this video, and I want to identify your own category. Okay, so I will get into the main gist. The first category of people are people who are starting out new and they are kind of confused. They are new. They don't even know what to do about selling. They don't even know how to attract a customer. They were just introduced to a particular business and probably they've started, but it's totally strange. Most times it might be affiliate marketing, ghostwriting, content writing, social media, probably just a new kind of business. But the question is, you are kind of confused. You don't even know what to do and how to get those sales coming in for your business, right? And I totally understand. And if this is you, now we have category 2. Okay, this category of people are super amazing people, right? They've started out, they've made little money, but the little money of little sales they've made from their prospect or customers was after a lot of effort. So probably in 7 months they probably did 2 sales or 1 sale or 5 sales, and they are not really happy. You know, you could see the face right there, right? But they are just there, but they really want to up their game, right? If that is you, then this webinar is especially for you, and I got you in mind. I really have you in mind, right? Now the next category of people are the angry fellas. These guys are beat up. They feel like they started out, made all of the effort, they are frustrated, and nothing works, no sale, not profitable at all. And it's crazy. Imagine putting all of the effort. They said this is the business, this is how to sell it. You come, for those who want to do it organically, you don't have a lot of money, you do everything possible. You post on social media, post on Facebook, Twitter, put all of the things they say this is how it's done. After all of the effort, probably even spending time overnight trying to fix all of these things, and yet it's not profitable. If you're in this category, I totally understand because I was also in this shoe one time. But I'm going to tell you guys a story just before I introduce you to this, because I'm about to show you a very simple and powerful way to generate hot leads that will buy from you. And I'm going to show you how to do it organically. What it means is that I will show you how to do it organically. And of course, you can as well do it by running ads if you want to run ads to the entire system. So I'll show you how to create the system, do it organically, get results. But if you want to get thousands of results faster, then you can add ads. That's up to you. But first of all, I'm going to show you how to do it organically. But this exact strategy is a strategy I shared with one of my mentees who literally, I wanted to show you guys the screenshot of our chat. The first time she sent me a message, her name is Shizoba. She was literally calling online business scam. I was like, people make money online. She was like, it's a scam. So when she got into my mentorship program, after learning through all of this I'm about to share with you guys this night, in her first week, she did over 100,000. And in less than the first month, she did over 400K. Now, this is so powerful and I know what it can do. And guess what? She never ran one single ad. Not a single ad. Till today. But she's still making sales every single time. This is someone that literally called all of these things scam, selling products online. But today, she's happily enjoying her money. And I'm going to walk you through. Tonight's session is extensive. Now, I've walked you through what you need to know and the people I'm about to speak to. I'm going to go straight over to my whiteboard. I have a whiteboard I'll be teaching you on right now so you could see everything. I will be illustrating it. I want to teach you like you are in my room with me and I'm showing you. I don't want to do all of the slides and write up because it's going to look like I've typed everything, but I want to teach you like you're in the classroom with me. So I'm going to head over to my whiteboard right now and I'll start teaching from my whiteboard, and I want you to pay close attention because it's about to get very crazy. Now, I'll make it so simple as possible. And at the end of this video, you'll be walking home with something powerful that will change your life. Now, let's head over to my whiteboard. Let's get started from there again. All right. Welcome to my whiteboard, right? We're going to get straight into it. I want you to give me your full attention because this is so simple yet powerful and I don't want you to miss it. All right, so for us to get started in generating our organic leads, right, using this simple but powerful system that will help us generate more sales for our product organically, build the hot leads and generate our sales, more sales for our product, this is what we have to do. First thing first, which is the solution one. I told you the solution is simple. Our solution number one is set up a market plan, personalized market plan, okay, for yourself or your brand or product. Okay, I'll show you what this means. The keyword here is personalized. Because if it's not personalized, then it's going to be generic. And if it's generic, people would always not want to connect with it. But there is a process to this. Follow me carefully through the session. The first thing in creating a personalized market plan for yourself, marketing plan for yourself, lead generation plan for yourself, whatever it's called, because entirely lead generation is part of the entire marketing process. The first thing first is to understand your product. Now, it's very basic to do. Understand your product means to understand the solution your product solves. What is the solution that your product is solving? If you understand the solution of your product, already you've understood your product. That's the first thing. Very simple, straight to the point. You just need to understand what is the areas that my product is solving, what are the problems, what are the areas it's solving. You understand it. Very simple thing to do, right? Now let's get started to the next one. The hash 2 under solution 1 is to now understand what story tells you, what story does cover the solution your product sells. Okay, what is the story that will capture the solution your product solves? Now, when I mean what story, what can we tell people every single time and we preach it like a Bible story in quote, and people will get to hear it and understand the solution our product solves? We're not marketing the product straight up, but how can we communicate the solutions of our product in terms of story. For example, if I'm going to sell, I'm going to use a typical example. Let's say the name of what I'm selling right now is a funnel book, a book that will show people how to build funnel, right? If I'm going to tell story about my product, which is this book, I'm going to tell everything about funnels. And telling these stories can actually come in 3 ways. Now follow me carefully. It can come, number 1, as a case study. Case study is telling the story of people who have applied, for example, in my case, applied funnels in their business and have seen results. And I can say a story of how Joshua did 100,000 naira or $100 in 24 hours using funnels. That's a case study. Number 2 way to tell the story that would cover the story of my product is to use results and testimonials. And this looks a bit close to point 1, right? But look at the difference. Now, in results and testimonials, what we are actually going to do there is that we're going to take proof of payment, if it's something that has to do with money, proof of healing. For example, if it is a health product that is for stretch marks, for weight loss, you show someone that actually lost weight. If it's a proof of luxury, somebody buys a wig from your business and they see that the wig is looking amazing. Proof. If you are selling properties as a real estate person, what is the proof that people have bought your product? Sign of thanks. Thank you for the property. Thank you for the documentation. It was simple and fast for those who are into real estate. What is the result of people using your product? You want to share it. And I will tell you how to use all of these storylines and where to distribute these stories. But hold on first. This is the number 2. Number 1 is case study. Number 2 is result. And number 3 is always how-tos. How-tos are where you talk about how people can do XYZ thing to achieve the solution your product solve. For example, how to set up a sales funnel if you're going to use a funnel book. How to source for legitimate landed properties for those who are into real estate. All right, you are the one selling the properties, but we want to show them how to spot legitimate properties. All of the how-tos. How to know that this wig is really human hair. How to know that this wig XYZ stuff. How to know this, how to do this. The how-tos are stories you can tell within the circumference of your product. The circumference of your product. Within the circumference of your product, the how-tos. Now, the beautiful thing is that when we gather these 3 things as our story, now focus on this. This is our story, yeah? When we gather these 3 things as our story, the next thing we want to do is that we want to distribute it, which brings us to, remember, this is our ultimate number 1, this is our ultimate number 2 here, and then the ultimate number 3 here is distributing it across channels. And I'll tell you how to do the distribution, okay? Distribution of stories. Okay? Now, in the distribution of our stories, we want to focus on these key areas. Right now, I want to share with you key areas you can share your stories fast, and it gets to people very, very fast. Now, 1 is true stories. Now, these stories I'm talking about is not this story here. The stories I'm talking about is WhatsApp story. WhatsApp story is about 30 seconds per slide. Instagram story. Snapchat story. You all probably don't know the power of Snapchat stories. You all probably don't know the power of IG. Many persons do know about IG stories, right? Many don't know about WhatsApp stories and Snapchat stories. Now, the distribution system works because these are extremely, let me show you. They are extremely short form contents. Okay? This is where it becomes powerful. They are extremely short form contents. And because they are extremely short form content, it catches people's attention fast. So imagine this. On your WhatsApp story, you show a receipt
of someone who used your solution. For example, if it's something in the make money industry and it shows a 500,000 naira or $500 or $1,000 receipt showing that they did XYZ stuff with your business model or business solution, and they made this money, and then that's it. That's what they just see. And then look at how it works. When we do all of these things, all of this in part one, which is setting up a marketing plan, leads us now to part two. The part two, I'm going to change the color of my pen right now so that we can follow. The part two, which it will lead us, is setting up our lead funnel. Now you have to follow me closely. In the distribution channel, we have WhatsApp stories, IG stories, Snapchat stories, and of course, we have short form contents that include IG Reels, IG, which is Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, YouTube Reels, and of course, long form contents that include YouTube videos. YouTube videos. Now, take note of the specific platforms I called. Take note of that. I'm going to come back to it. Now, when you set up your lead funnel, first of all, what is lead funnel and how do we set it up? Lead funnel is basically, in summary, just two-step processes. There could be a lot of complications around it. You might want to make it more technical or less technical, extra technical. Okay? The first step is this: the opt-in page. Now, in the opt-in page, which is the first page that you're going to send this distributed contents to, is where you're going to do the following. Collect the name of your prospect. I'm going to break this thing all down for you. Just hold on. I just want you to understand the chain of command. Their email and their phone number, most likely their WhatsApp number. And of course, they will be directed to another page, which is going to be the thank you page. Okay, the thank you page where you can upsell and direct them on further instructions. Okay, but our concern today is not this thank you page. Maybe another webinar we can dive into that, but I want to show you what happens here. So let's go back. You understand the product, you understand the solution your product solves. You know how to communicate it with stories, using case studies, using result and testimonials, and how-tos. And then you understand how to distribute them. Now, the question you're going to ask me, Joshua, what if I have 0 followers, 0 contacts? This is where it gets interesting. 0 friends on Facebook, 0 everything, and I'm starting out completely new. Remember, I told you the 3 categories of people that this webinar is for. What if they are all 0, 0? What do I do? No friend on Snapchat, nobody's following me on Snapchat, nobody on IG, nobody even on my WhatsApp. What do we now do? And how do we now channel this? I'm going to break this thing down for you. But I want you to have this at the back of your mind. Listen now. When you've understood your product, understand how to tell the story. And this story we are talking about is content that could be created in 2 forms. Most always recommended is to have a picture that explains the idea and a video. A picture and a video. Okay, let's go down a bit now. Now, this is the grand scheme of things. Let me show you the bigger picture now, and then we begin to make progress. We create our content, which I've showed you how to do. We create our content. We send them to our distribution channels, okay, which is YouTube video, IG, WhatsApp, Snapchat, okay? And then from our Snapchat, we send them to, guess where we're sending them to now? Say it with me in the comment section. Our lead funnel, okay? We send them straight to our lead funnel. And then from our lead funnel, send them back now to where? Our product. Now, this is the full chain of command. Content which tells the story of our product, which could be in several formats. Format 1, pictures. Even if you are going to make a Facebook post, have a picture that also summarizes the story. A picture that gives them clue into the story. A picture that would increase the chances of people reading the content, which is the write-up, the story. So it comes to the attraction. If you're going to use video, of course, we have the long form and we have the short form. The long form are extensive videos which will go long form on YouTube, and I will explain how to do all of this content now. And then the short form, which is 1 minute, less than 1 minute to 5 minutes. 5 minutes even extensive. I usually would just teach people to do 1 to 2 minutes. All of my mentees, they do 1 to 2 minutes. That's what we do. Okay? Short form content is going to be strictly reels and stories. Now, let me tell you the most powerful section in this whole content section. Okay? In the content section, you want to focus on, let's say you're a newbie starting out new, and you want to pull attention fast. When you use long form content as someone starting up, you blab a lot. You say things that are not necessary because you're starting out new, and the more you talk with no enough information, you're going to bore your ideal customers. So you don't want to talk a lot, do 1 hour talk, 7 hours talk, you end up saying a lot of unnecessary things in between. So we want to keep them short and simple. So those who are starting out new, start by first mastering short form content by making videos. This is for those who are starting out new, or those who are still struggling, not yet strong in the game, depending on the industry you are playing out. If you are new to it, know enough track record, know enough experience, or you even have mid experience. Even if you have pro experience, everybody uses short form content. I see use short form content now to close sales for different of our products, for different of our platforms, even for my mentees and partners, our business partners who I collaborate to work on their marketing system. We distribute with short form contents too. So what we do is we create 1 minute videos to 2 minutes videos, doing what? Telling the story, which is always going to be a case study, testimonial, or how-tos. You will never lack on what to talk about if you understand case study, result, testimonials, and how-tos. These are your story. Let them be wrapped around your core product. Every of those content. Now you want to distribute it on your IG story. The powerful thing about IG stories is that you can add links to your IG story. You can add links to it. You can post on Facebook stories. All of the story sections are ways that people in our recent time usually just catch up a lot of updates very fast. If you want to know what is happening so fast, swipe through 10, 100 people's story on Facebook or Instagram. You literally know what is happening in the world. Someone somewhere will post something about it, and most times they're going to be about their location, where they are. They're reporting something that is happening within their location. So it gives you insight. So people always go to people's story. We watch stories every day. Every one of us watch stories. When I'm free, I watch stories too. So we leverage on that to get attention of people fast. And if you can master how to produce short form content, what you would have ended up doing for yourself is that you have mastered how to hook people. So imagine this. If I can get someone to listen to me attentively for 1 minute, then I can scale it up to 5 minutes. If you're starting out, and you don't need to be doing a lot of long ass hour videos. You don't need to do all of those stuff. Okay? You want to start by mastering. You could do it. Now, secondly, if you notice, the long form platform I mentioned was YouTube. And I'll tell you why. YouTube, when you make a video on YouTube, I have a video on my YouTube channel that is so old, but it still sends me a lot of sales to my business every single time. A lot of sales, because people click on it and they join my funnel, my value ladder, and then end up buying from me. So you make an extensive video, and of course, whether no matter your level you are in, you are targeting 4 to 10 minutes video. 4 to 10 minutes video on YouTube that explains and tells the story of your product. You have 3 things to focus on. Don't go beyond that. Start from there. That tells the story. That tells the story. And each of your content should lead to something. So when you post a picture, let me change the color of my pen now. When you post a picture on your IG story, when you post a picture on your IG handle, on the other platforms, I'm going to talk about how to get if you have 0 followers everywhere. When you post, you need to add a link, and that link should be sending them to one single lead funnel. This is where many people get it wrong. We don't know that we need to build out a lead funnel, and we end up having the attention of people. Today we have attention of 5 people, and tomorrow we have an attention of another 3 people. We don't know that we would have had a collection of 8 people. What lead funnel helps us to do, it helps us to collect data, user data, our prospects data. We need to have it. The collection of these things does one thing that is very, very important. It brings these guys one step closer to you. So let's draw a ladder. This is a staircase rather, and then a staircase, and then a staircase. Okay, this is like a staircase, and the ultimate goal here is for them to buy our product. That's the ultimate goal, right? Now, but we want to send them up this chain of command. So there are a lot of people here, a lot of people here, a lot of people here. Our lead funnel helps them to climb the step, and they join the train. This is what our lead funnel does. This guy here is our lead funnel. It provides the ladder that help these people climb up into our value chain. Else they're just going to be our social media followers. Else they're just going to be people out there. Else they're just going to be another set of people that saw our video and swiped again, that watched our story and swiped again. We keep posting stories on WhatsApp, on IG, and people are just swiping when we have not created a lead funnel. I'm going to teach you extensively how to do that lead funnel very shortly. But if you can get all of these things right and channel them to your lead funnel and begin to collect their information, what will happen is that you can do these 2 things. Of course, I'm going to show you how to set up your lead funnel. Is that you get the attention of people with your 3-section storytelling content that is currently distributed across these platforms, and then they join your lead funnel. And when they join your lead funnel, what you focus on doing there is now to nurture them. Nurture them is where what we call qualification. You qualify them to now buy your product. That's what you do at that stage. Okay? You qualify them to buy your product. So how do we now set up? How do we set up our lead funnel? Now, it's a very simple process, but most times I see a lot of marketers making it complicated. Setting up your lead funnel is simple. Create a landing page. If you are a completely newbie, there are platforms you could use to do this. Systemy, which is a very free platform. Of course, you could use them. Or you could use your own website by setting up your WordPress website, which is also very easy to do. All right, set up your own WordPress website. Or if you have all of the money to pay developers, you can set up your own custom website if you want to do all that. But I mean, we want to get the best result as fast as possible. So this is going to remain my recommended tool. Or you can use other tools. There are other tools out there that if you want to throw money on, like ClickFunnels, if you want to try them, there is higher level, go higher level, and all that, high level rather. But we could talk about them on another day. But these are my 2 quick recommendations for you. All you just need to do is to put in information. Let me give a typical example. Let's say we are talking about for real estate. I'm going to give different case studies for different people in real estate. And we know that people who want to buy properties want to be sure. One of the biggest thing is the problems. Okay, before I say this, let me give you the framework we use for this. I just almost skipped it. The framework we use to create our lead funnel, which is very important, okay, is to focus on the end product. Focus on core problems. So the end product is I want to give them a little bit of experience to what will happen to them after they have gotten my product. For example, it depends on the product you are selling, however. So it could be like if it's a software free trial, something like that. If it is needed, I always don't recommend free trial. It depends on your audience. There are people that you still give them free trial and nothing will still happen. But we'll talk about that for software people. End product, but most importantly, the power one that works for me and my student is core problem. So you take the core problem and create an instant solution. I call it instant solution. What is instant solution? Instant solution is a solution that they can get from you and almost solve that problem immediately. Literally solve it immediately, get the solution from you. So what it does is that you give them something valuable. For real estate, one of the biggest problem or core problem is legitimate properties. Nobody wants to buy a property that will have legal issues. So what if I give you full reports on how to identify legitimate properties in anywhere? So I'll tell you, give me your name, give me your email and phone number. For digital products, let's say for people who want to learn how to make money, I will want to send to you a report on how I made 100,000 naira from this business XYZ. So give me your name, give me your email, give me your phone number. That's the core problem. The core problem is these guys don't have money. No money. They want to make money. So that's the core problem. Properties, legitimate properties is a problem. Whatever solution your product is, a lead generation system. Now, the lead generation also could be that the core problem could be that they want to buy wigs, but they want to buy a very good wig at a cheap price. So you're going to say, give me your email address, give me your phone number, your WhatsApp number. I want to send you access to get up to 20% off of all of our wigs. Remember, the most important thing in lead funnels is that we must collect what we said here, the user data. Now, when you collect them, what happens is that you forever have this information with you. And you now, my friend, can consistently sell to them. So imagine you have 1,000 people that have seen your content, came into your funnels, experienced your lead magnet, bought your product. They are still here. Some will see your content, but they won't end up buying, but we'll still have them. So what happens is that the more people coming into the system, the more people we have to sell our product. And the beautiful thing is there is only but one tool right now in the world that I know that you can use, first of all, to collect leads information and reach them on WhatsApp, on email, and through bulk SMS. Because the point of contact and the point of reach is also very, very important. And one of the fastest and powerful ways that you can automatically automate the process of reaching people so fast, number one is WhatsApp. Number two is through email. And number three is through text message. One of the fastest systems of all times. You could reach people through, if you send a lot of messages to people, Twitter, DM, they get pissed. But this platform makes it look like you are talking to me and I'm welcome and it's close and we could really talk about my problems on these places. All right, and solutions to it. So how about this? People that indicate interest, you send them follow-up messages. After you've done your training, your free content, you post. Let me tell you exactly what my student did. My mentee that I told you earlier on that this is what she did. Chizoba goes to her reels and stories on all social media every day and share her experience, show her results. If she has withdrawn $100 from the business model, she shows it. If her friends have done so, she shows it. She talks about other people that are also doing the same business model and how much they are making. She posts it and then puts a link, send a DM, click this link to get access to more. They fill the form. She has their contact details, has their name, has their WhatsApp number. And imagine when you now get to a point where you have 1,000 people, 500 people, 100 people. How would you now be able to reach them over time? So the fastest way is to have an automation system, which we currently use in-house to reach people easily across this platform. So here's what I'm going to do for you. Now, I know all of you watching this video right now would want to implement this perfectly for your business. I took time to explain it step by step, step by step. If you don't have this lead funnel set up for yourself, it's going to be a lot of problem for you. Okay, example of a lead page or opt-in page, as it is called, is the page that you use to register for this webinar. For those who went through that process, you registered for the webinar, and then there was a follow-up message on your WhatsApp, and you could also we said to just do WhatsApp at the time, but further on we're going to include emails and bulk SMS. For us to be able to reach you and follow you up that way, there was a system we used. There were a lot of people. For us to reach them so fast and easy, we had to use an automation system. This is what makes it interesting. So you have your social kind of content you post, and every post you make, on the comment section, on the story, there is a link like say, DM me for the link to get access to this. On the YouTube video, there is a link that says, DM me to do this. All of these things is what we have used over time to make consistent sales. Consistent sales. My students are killing it with this. They are killing it with this. Now, this is exactly what I want to do for you. I promise that this live stream is going to be 30 minutes, and I want to stick to that 30 minutes. I'm a little bit above 30 minutes, but I want to stick to that timeline, right? 30 minutes. So this is what I want to do for you. I spoke with the entire Serlzo team, and I said, let's help these people master this thing for their business and implement it. We're going to help you build it out for yourself, for your product, for your business. So I said, okay, Serlzo team, give me your copywriters, your content creators, your video editors, your lead funnel experts. Get me in them. So this is what we're going to do. I've already spoken with them. The first thing we're going to do is that we're going to help everybody by building out, this is the first thing, your lead funnel. You're going to build out a lead funnel template on, number one, on Systemi, which is a free-to-use platform, and on WordPress for those who have their websites. We'll build out the template and hand it over to you free of charge. This is for those who really are ready. So pay close attention. We'll give you all of this. We'll build it out and give it to you, gift it to you. You're not going to, build it out and give it to you, and then you customize it. Customizing is, if we build out and put, let's say we put wigs, for example, you remove the wig and put the name of your product. So we'll put a parenthesis for enter product name. You just like copy and paste. You just enter your product name. We'll build it out for these two platforms and hand it over to you. We'll give it to you. You deploy. Number two thing I want to do is that I've spoken with Serlzo copywriters and content creators, right? They are going to help you create a template you can use to create your content. These contents are going to be both your short form content and your long form. So why am I giving you this? I'm giving you this so that you have something you can easily just copy and paste. Something you can, even if you don't want to copy and paste it, you are looking at it, this is something that works, and then you can model it to create for yourself. Okay? The content writers and copywriters are going to help you do this. They will teach you how it's done and then give you a copy of it in this process, step by step, in this process. Then the next thing we are going to do is I'm going to give you access into our automation software. Now, our automation software is called Serlzo. Of course, you should know by now, Serlzo. With Serlzo, is the only software right now in the world that I know of. They can reach people on WhatsApp, reach them on email, and of course, through text message, bulk SMS. So we'll give you 30 full days access to Serlzo. You have 30 days access to create your form. You're going to use Serlzo form. That's what you're going to embed on your funnel page to collect the details of your customer, because data is key, right? will give you access to it for 30 days, full 30 days. All right. Once you get access to it, follow carefully. Once you get access to it, you're also going to get access to a private Telegram channel where all of these guys from Serlzo will be available to take up your questions and answer them. So you're going to get all of this full training. Now, this is not even it. This is the interesting part, the fifth part. You're going to get a special training, okay, where we are going to teach you step by step on how to now take this template, swipes we have created for you, implement and get the best of results. And not just that, to scale it up. Now, access to Serlzo, the least access is 10,000 naira. That's about $10. Private channel for consultation from the team is supposed to be at least $100 per month if you're going to pay that for monthly basis. The entire training is going to cost you, this is about 100k. The entire training is going to cost, at least if you're going to charge for it, at least $150. That's over 150k, because you have about 6 persons that will be coming to speak to you. The lady that makes video content, that records videos for Serlzo, the people that shoot the video, the people that edit the video will be coming to train you. The people that write the contents for the video are coming to train you. The people that write the copies for lead pages on Serlzo are coming to train you. And about 6 to 7 persons are coming to train you. If you're going to pay them individually, of course, I'm just being honest, it's going to cost you over 150,000 naira. Now, all of these things are going to happen in the course of this training, which is going to start immediately you join the training this night. And how do you join the training? Everything here is supposed to cost at least it should cost you over 350,000 naira. At least, barest minimum. If I'm trying to be as nice as possible, that's over $350. But for just this night and for just today that you're watching this live stream, you're going to get access to everything for a one-time fee of 15,000 naira. Now, if you're watching this video outside Nigeria, then of course you can get access to this entire training for at least $20. Now, that's for those who are outside Nigeria. If you're in Nigeria, just going to cost you exactly 15,000 naira. But let me go through it again. You get access to a template you can deploy on your own website. Get access to the content that you can use, template that you can use to create short form content and long form content for your product and business. The next thing you're going to be able to get from us, of course, you're going to get full access to the Serlzo software for a full 30 days. Imagine if you deploy it in 30 days and you're getting sales every day. 1, 2, 3, get 1 people, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 10 prospects every day. In a month, you have 300 leads that will be with you forever. And then you get access to the Telegram channel, and of course, you get access to the special training. The goal is in 30 days of using Serlzo to execute all of this, you would have made a lot of money to now continue to renew your subscription on Serlzo, of course. And then you're going to get everything for just 15,000 naira. Now, this is the interesting part. Under this video, you're going to see a link to make payment for this training. Now, it's a one-time payment. You pay, that's it. You pay, that's it. There is no other payment inside the program. One-time payment. You click on that link under this video to direct you straight up to the payment infrastructure where you will get to make the payment. Once you pay for this, for those outside Nigeria, it should be costing at least $20 or within that range, depending on the exchange at the time. Once you make the payment, you get access into this. You will be contacted by one of the Serlzo team guys who will onboard you and then get you ready for this entire training. Please and please, this is the only way for you to enjoy everything I've talked about in this program. But without any further ado, everything I've shared with you is what we have consistently milked out, learning from the 3 world most best lead generators, generation experts, and how we have used it to make a lot of money. Even my mentees are currently using it to make a lot of money for themselves. Now, it's going to cost 15,000. So the link will be in the description of this live stream, or currently showing on the screen right now. Look at it on the screen right now. And also in the description of this live stream, or under this video, depending on where you're streaming this video from. click on that link, make your payment. If you're outside Nigeria, you can comment or reach out to the support contact. There is a support contact. You can send an email to hello@serlzo.com. Send an email to this. If you make your payment, have any issue in between, you don't have an issue, you get access instantly. Send a message or an email to hello@serlzo.com. If you want to make inquiries, if you're outside Nigeria, send an email to hello@serlzo.com. This is LOZO. Now, this is it, guys. I don't want you to miss this. Have a wonderful time. Have a wonderful night rest. See you next time. And God bless you.